Like, Luka, look, you just standing there. Look, watch this again, Luka. He just went right by. Luka, what are you doing?
I'll say there was some effort on that one.
Fouling! Luka, what are you doing? Get back into play, Luka. Luka! You hate me. Luka, come on, bro.
There's literally channels dedicated to low basketball IQ. They just like to shred guys like us. I never knew. Somebody pointed me in that direction. I couldn't even watch 5 seconds of it, bro. I lost brain cells just being there. There's some real Bron Glazers that just like to hate on everybody not named LeBron. And they really they like to talk trash about me.
LeBron
fans. Obvious due props. Another 30 piece. What you got to say now, clown? So it's like they always got something to say. Clowns off the
Shut your bitch ass up.
I'll never go back on that channel, not even for 5 seconds. Let's bring it. I see a veteran up in here, man. MJ. Let's bring in my good friend, man. How you doing, brother? I know you got a lot to say about Scam. I know
what
you got
up, man? That's his name, Darvin Scam. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, bro. I hate to tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, Dan.
Tell me, bro.
As a Laker, you guys gotta stop thinking of mediocre.
Running through the 6 with my
the dude. Now you already got on one channel. They say the players are trash.
Money,
on his one channel.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about you right now. The locker room.
Pray to real
he said all the players are trash.
Pray the fakes get exposed.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Pray to real live forever, man.
LeBron fans.
Pray the fakes get exposed.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, folks. We are back. And I want to pick up the conversation, man. Pretty much I want to pick up the conversation from what we were discussing earlier after the Lakers game, folks. I just got done watching Minnesota and Denver. Okay. Shout out to Nikola Jokic. If he wins another MVP, he deserves it. He deserves it, folks. That boy can play. I can't even lie to him. I can't even lie about it. Excuse me. Anthony Edwards, he had an unbelievable play to send the game into overtime. The Timberwolves go up. What was it? 9-0 run in that overtime. And, I had $1,000, folks, on the Denver Nuggets. And I was nervous. I am not going to lie to you guys. I was shaking. I thought it was over. And Nikola Jokic, folks, pretty much, put the team on his back, folks, and they got Minnesota up out of there. So Nikola Jokic he's good in my book, folks. I've got nothing negative to say about him. He can play. Like he's one of the best players in the NBA. And you know what I was thinking about, folks, as I was watching these games today? Because obviously it was Christmas today. And, there was a full slate of games today. And I'm watching all of these teams. I watched the Knicks game, watched the Thunder Spurs game, watched the Mavericks and Golden State, watched the Lakers and the Rockets, and then obviously I watched the Timberwolves versus the Nuggets, folks. And there is some really, really good basketball being played right now. There is some really, really good basketball being played. There are some really, really good teams out there. And I think what my problem is I've been living in this Laker bubble for years now, right? And what that's done, folks, it's made me believe that the NBA is garbage, when in all actuality, folks, it's really just the Lakers. It's really just the Lakers, honestly. Of every team that I watched today, the Lakers by far were the worst team. I don't even think that can be disputed. I don't think you can even argue that. I think anybody that would argue against that is probably just a Lakers fanboy or a fangirl. It's obvious the Lakers were the worst team. I mean, I don't even think it's close. Honestly, I don't even think it's really that close. I mean, let's just look at the final scores of every game that was played today. I think the Lakers got blown out the most by any team, folks. If I'm not mistaken, if memory serves me correct, let's see. So these were the games that were played today. Knicks came back from 17 in the fourth quarter to beat the Cavaliers. The Thunder lost by 15 to the Spurs. The Mavericks lost by 10, and then the Timberwolves just lost by 4 in OT. And the Lakers, ladies and gentlemen, as you guys can see, they didn't even crack 100 points. They were the only team. Wow, I didn't even know this. The Lakers were the only team today, folks. So let's really think about this for a second. Not only did the Lakers get clapped by the most points of any team today, we got clapped by how many points? What is that? 4 plus 19. So we lost by 23 points, folks. We lost by 23 today, and we failed to score 100 points. So the Lakers had the worst loss of the day, and they were the only team to not score 100 points. We got Daniel in the chat. He said JJ is terrible. JJ Redick, like the thumbnail says, folks, he's a bum. He's a bum. And I don't understand why we even take JJ Redick seriously. I think when it comes to white people, folks, we tend to give white people the benefit of the doubt. And when it comes to blacks, we tend to not give them the benefit of the doubt, right? So, like, for example, when it came to Darvin, we were quick to trash Darvin. Even myself, I was the one that started the campaign to get Darvin Ham fired. But when you look at JJ, for example, it's like we're giving him the benefit of the doubt like he's not a whole clown. The dude is a whole clown, folks. And where he tricks us is the hair, right? It's the hair. It's the Pat Riley statement by the Lakers. That's where we're getting tricked, folks, right? It's the slick back comb over, right? Because they're the ones that said he was going to be the next Pat Riley. That's what the Lakers said. So when they put that out there, it made us in our minds be like, okay, well, maybe this guy knows what he's doing. Maybe this guy is some sort of a boy genius, right? Kind of like Sean McVay in the NFL, right? Kind of like Sean McVay. You know, they dubbed Sean McVay, the Rams coach, as some sort of like boy wonder, young, very smart, brilliant offensive coach, whatever the case is. But he's proven himself, Sean McVay has. I think Sean McVay can coach. In terms of JJ Redick, folks, I don't understand why we just continue to give this guy the benefit of the doubt like he's smart. He's bordering on full-blown stupidity, folks. Like, this is bordering on full-blown, like, just ignorance. And I think, we saw him do that podcast with LeBron, and he was on the podcast drawing up plays, acting like he was some sort of genius with the clipboard, and they were talking about floppy actions and all this nonsense. Folks, this was the same clown in the playoffs last year that literally didn't play anybody off of the bench in the second half of a playoff game. As bad as Darvin Ham was, we never saw Darvin Ham do that. As bad as Darvin Ham was, folks, at least Darvin Scam got to the conference finals in his first year. And once again, they offered JJ Redick an extension after one season, and he got clapped up in the first round in 5 games. Darvin got to the conference finals in his first year, and they did not offer him an extension. JJ Redick's a bum, man. He's a bum coach. He's worse than Darvin Ham, honestly. Shout out to Jordan C. with the $5 super chat.
I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
He says, yeah, at least the great players in the other teams were actually great players that are honestly more fun to watch more than the fake show. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. Like, today, I was very pleased with today's slate of games. It was high-level basketball pretty much from everybody. The Lakers were the worst team that I saw today. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in. Y'all do me a favor and drop a like on the video. Shout out to Sekou, Adrian Knight, Daniel Smith, Hoyt Bell. What's going on, man? We got Goat Him, Bob the Builder, Motivated Blur. We got a couple clowns in here. What's going on, pussies? Okay, shout out to Guilford's Finest. He said JJ sucks. Shout out to Brian Russell. Shout out to Empire Jeff. Appreciate you, man. Happy holidays, bro. Shout out to SMK, Motivated Blur, Bruce JG. What's going on, man? Shout out to Alien Buckets. Like I said, folks, let's get these likes up, folks. We got over 100 in here. We only got 29 likes on the video. Do me a favor and drop a like on the video. So, can we all agree that the Lakers were the worst team that played basketball today? Can we all agree to that, at least? I think we can all at least agree on something, and I think we can pretty much all agree the Lakers were the worst team that played basketball today, right? Now, who's the coach of the worst team that played basketball today? Who's the coach? Who's the coach, folks? Who's the coach? That would be JJ Redick. Now, what I've noticed what this clown does, and we're going to get to his interview right now. I've noticed what this clown is doing. And Kendrick Perkins, folks, he called this out on First Take. And Kendrick Perkins made a very good point. He says that JJ Redick is always blaming everybody else when the Lakers aren't playing well. And I started thinking about it myself, and I'm like, no, that's actually a good point. And even today, we saw it again. Kendrick Perkins was right on schedule. The Lakers lose, and he's up here blaming who? Everybody else. There's no accountability from this clown whatsoever. There's no accountability from this clown whatsoever. Let's take a listen to this clown, man.
First, just what did you notice from Austin in the calf at halftime to make the decision for him not to return?
It was not my decision. But Austin clearly felt something. So we did our normal halftime, and then as we were walking out of the locker room, Dr. Sims told me he was out.
I'm sure you'll have to wait for more info, but just any initial concern about him moving forward with that?
I don't have any info.
All right. What did you see overall in the game, kind of starting in that first quarter on the glass and the turnovers, and how that prevailed through it?
Yeah, the two words of the day were effort and execution, and I feel like when we've done both of those things at a high level, we've been a good basketball team. When we haven't, we're a terrible basketball team. And tonight we were a terrible basketball team, and that started legitimately right away.
When you point to that, I mean, I would assume the offensive rebounds in their first two misses, a thing that I would imagine you talked about a lot. As a coach, what does that feel like when you're on the sideline and you've keyed in on something and within 48 seconds it goes?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter how I feel.
Why do you think your team was unable to execute the things that it was tasked with?
Because we don't care enough right now, and that's the part that bothers you a lot. We don't care enough to do the things that are necessary. We don't care enough to be a professional. It's we had it. This is I always say this about culture. I always say this about the team being a good team being a functioning organism. It can change like that. We don't have it right now.
JJ, and as you talk about today's modern basketball, you guys have 2 days off, but I'm guessing you guys are only going to practice once. How do you improve on these things when you can't practice enough?
Well, we practice them all the time. It's not, again, it goes back to what I said the other night. It's a matter of making the choice. And too often we have guys that don't want to make that choice. And it's pretty consistent who those guys are. And so Saturday's practice, I told the guys, it's going to be uncomfortable. The meeting is going to be uncomfortable. I'm not doing another 53 games like this.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Wait, folks. So let's recap that. So I told the guys, the next practice is going to be uncomfortable. All right? I'm not going to do another 53 games of this, okay, guys? I'm not doing this, all right, LeBron? I'm not doing this for 53 more games, okay? When I say to run back and play defense, that's what I mean. All right, guys?
They should be embarrassed.
Folks, who takes this clown serious? Oh my God. BMW, who takes this clown seriously? He's a bum. Who takes him seriously? Come on, bro. He's already lost the locker room, man. He's already lost I told y'all. Who is going to respect JJ Redick? Who? You think LeBron is going to respect JJ Redick, a podcaster?
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
You think Luka is going to respect JJ Redick when JJ Redick was a role player on the Mavericks a few years ago when Luka was over there? Do you guys remember that? JJ Redick has played on the same team with Luka before. He was a role player on the... Imagine you're Luka, right? And you played with a guy who was basically a bum when you were playing with him, and you were the star of the team. Then 3 years later, all of a sudden, that guy's your coach. Would you take that seriously? Would you take that seriously? If I'm Luke, I'm not taking JJ Redick seriously, respectfully. You're a bum. How you gonna tell niggas to go play defense and you didn't even play defense as a player? We got Dat Manti. I like this comment. He said JJ don't know how to take blame. He's a role player. He don't know how to win. He's never been a winner. Exactly. He want to tell niggas to play defense and he never played defense. He want to tell niggas what to do, and he didn't know what to do. So yeah, Saturday's practice, guys, I am not playing, okay? Luka, I am not playing with you, all right? You are not getting back on defense, and I'm not going to do another 53 games, Luka, okay? I'm not doing this for 53 more games. I'm going to quit if I have to do this for 53 more games, okay?
Shut your bitch ass up.
Again, it goes back to what I said the other night. It's a matter of making the choice. And too often we have guys that don't want to make that choice. And it's pretty consistent who those guys are. And so Saturday's practice, I told the guys, it's going to be uncomfortable. The meeting is going to be uncomfortable. I'm not doing another 53 games like this.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Mentioned a stretch in March of last season where you thought maybe this was a little similar, or at least the feeling of it was similar. Was there anything that you recall that your team did to get out of it, to kind of get the momentum back that could be replicable in this situation?
Yeah, I mean, I think every group is different, and the circumstances of trying to get out of it, I think, are different. I wish I had a good answer to that question because I think it's a fair and valid question. It's hard because each individual guy is at a different space, you know. So it's you're trying to get all of the individuals to function as a team, and you got to address what's going on right now. And it's hard to draw parallels. Does that make sense? Yeah.
JJ, you mentioned the lack of care factor right now. Is there anything, whether it's you or your coaching staff, is care factor coachable, or is that just either have it or you don't?
No, I think guys will say they want to win. The care factor to me is like, do I care enough to actually do what I'm supposed to do and just do it consistently? And that's really what the championship habits are, and that's what we don't have right now.
It's follow up on that. If you're saying, you said earlier, it's the same guys not executing, does that just come down to, look, if you don't do it now, your rotation spot?
We've given everybody a chance.
Thanks, Coach.
Folks, nobody is listening to Jay. Basically, what JJ just said is that the locker room and the team is just not listening to him. They're not listening to him. So pretty much to me, that means they don't really take him seriously. And I would personally say he's lost the locker room at this point. I mean, if he's saying the team isn't listening to what he's saying, yeah, man, the Lakers just have so many problems, folks. I'm talking about from coaching to personnel. It's just too many problems, man. Shout out to Treasure. What's going on? We got Mike298. You said all of JJ's assistant coaches have more experience than he does and should have gotten the job before him. You see why none of this makes any sense? The dude was literally on a podcast. Before he was coaching the Lakers. Like, he doesn't know what he's doing, man. That's obvious, folks. But once again, you know, there's only so much that you can do with garbage at the end of the day, too, though. There's only there's only so many ways you can dig in a trash can. You know? There's only so many ways you can dig in a trash can. And at this point, I don't think JJ Redick can really do much else with what he's been given, you know, because it's obvious he's not going to coach Luka. He's still not coaching Luka. You know, I don't understand this day and age of basketball where coaches don't want to coach anymore. You know, if you're scared of your best player, but once again, how can you coach Luka when, like I just said, you were a bum on Luka's team 3 years ago? Why would Luka listen to you? I wouldn't listen to you if I was Luka. So it's a weird thing. It's a weird dynamic. It's a weird dynamic. How can JJ Redick coach Luka now, 3 years removed from being his teammate, and you were a bum on his team? It doesn't make any sense. Now, Ty, let me ask you this, bro.
What's up, Reggie?
Were the Lakers the worst team you saw today?
Absolutely. I watched every game from the morning till the Lakers game. We're not elite at all.
At anything.
At anything, Reggie. We're elite at being ass. If that's what you want to call, hell yeah. That's our specialty, Reggie. We can give you the worst performance you've ever seen.
Being ass. That's funny.
Elite. We're the best
so
ass
true,
team
though.
in the league.
That is so true. We're elite at being ass.
Come on, bro.
Oh my God. That's crazy, bro. Ty, I'm like you, bro. I'm like you, man. I woke up today. I watched every game. I was more impressed with the Mavericks than I was. And the Mavericks lost AD in like the first quarter? Second quarter. They lose AD. He's running up the court, and all of a sudden he just hurt. I mean, I don't know what's up with that nigga. But he ran to the locker room. I didn't see his ass no more. But even with the rest of the guys they got, they're better than the Lakers. I would much rather watch Nembhard and Najee Marshall and Cooper and Daniel Gafford. I would much rather watch the Mavericks than watch the Lakers. The Lakers, like, you don't understand, Ty, how frustrated I was just watching them play basketball.
Bro, I mean, did you see Austin Reeves trying to guard Tari Eason? Bro, JJ Redick's lineups are so bad, bro. They are
They're
so
atrocious.
bad.
There's no balance
They're
at
so
all.
bad.
There's no balance
Bro,
at all. There's no
our
balance.
lineup was too small. Like, bro, that lineup was way too small. He got Austin Reeves guarding a 6'8" guy. KD, Tari Austin, Ahmed Thompson were all doing pick and rolls on Austin Reeves all night. And then he got hurt because he was tired of getting cooked, bro. He got his calf. You know, his calf be hurting a lot, bro. He got them calf soreness again, man. Another night, another calf, bro.
That's back-to-back games we've seen, right? So Saturday, Luka quit. Well, not back-to-back because we played the Suns in between. But remember, last Saturday, Luka took his ball and went home against the Clippers.
Yep.
And now, Christmas Day, Reeves randomly, takes his ball and goes home too. Like I said, bro. To me, if they're your future, the last week should show you. Once LeBron is done, how are they gonna carry you for 82 games? There's no way this can be your future.
They're not gonna play for 82, so maybe 60. And out of the 60, how many are you gonna win? Maybe like 30, 20. You're not gonna win over 40. You can't win with this roster. And today, we talked about this last night. Today, LeBron did exactly what I wanted him to do. He let Luka take the wheel. He let Austin Reeves be Austin Reeves. And what did we see? We have one of the worst offenses out of all the contending teams, right? Our record says we're contending. We're not. Out of all the contending teams, we have the worst offense and the worst defense. That's a fact. You saw it tonight.
Yeah, the Lakers were the only team today, Ty, that didn't score 100 points. And we got blown out by 23. That was the biggest margin of any team that played today. 23.
Bro, I mean, our bench is so bad. Like, bro, Marcus Smart, man. I keep telling you about Marcus.
He's a running back.
He got CTE,
he plays
bro.
football. All he wants to do is just stand. He just want to take charges all day. That's it. He just wants to stand there and take charges. My thing is this, Ty. Back to the starting lineup, right? There's no balance.
None.
At this point, you got to start Vando. And I can't even believe I'm saying that. But at this point, we have to start Vando. Because he's the only one that comes into the game and brings a level of grit, toughness, rebounding. Like all the things that JJ Redick doesn't seem to care about because he couldn't do them.
Right.
That's what it seems like to me. It seems like to me, JJ, he loves this like offensive leaning blueprint, and you can't win like that. You have to have balance in your lineup. Gobert, for example. Gobert is not out there to score.
Rebound and defense. That's it.
So we need Vando out there.
I agree.
Thing, rebounding and defense. Like, we don't have it.
I agree.
Our lineup today was Reeves, Luka, LeBron, Rui, DeAndre Ayton. Your best out of those five, your best defender is about to be a 41-year-old.
That's horrible, bro.
How can you win like that? You're relying on you're relying on a 41-year-old to be your DeAndre Ayton ain't guarding anything. I'm watching the game. They just drive into the rim. I'm like, is the dude even gonna jump? Is he even gonna act like he's gonna contest the shot? It's like he
had two rebounds tonight, Reggie. He had 2 rebounds. 2. That's it. He can't jump.
He is the softest center I've ever seen. He's the softest center I've ever seen. He is like, no, bro. He's ass, man. Give me 1 second, Ty. We got GD. Shout out to GD with the $5 super chat.
Fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
He said he lost the team due to Luka not listening. Kid got with dude. The others see him holding everybody accountable except the laziest dude. Exactly. How can you win like that?
I mean, mind you, JJ was Luka's bench warmer. So Luka's looking at everything JJ's saying, like, bro, I'm better than you. Everything that you're telling me, you never did. When I played with you, you were on the bench. He was literally last off the bench for a reason. So Luka's not going to receive anything that JJ's saying.
Neither is
Bron not
LeBron.
either.
Yeah, neither is LeBron.
Bron gonna look at JJ like, bro, I used to clap you up on a weekend, man. Before I used to go home to Savannah, I used to give you the BTA. So Bron not listening, Luka not listening, and the rest of the team's gonna follow them. So it's pointless, bro. It's pointless, man.
And then it's not even that.
Mhm.
It's not only that. Now, let me say it's not
Right.
only that too, Ty. Right? You want to know what else it
Right.
is? He doesn't have like a demeanor that commands respect.
Right.
You know, like Darvin, I felt like Darvin commanded a little bit more respect than JJ because he's a little bit older. You know, he's kind of like your dad almost, like kind of like a Doc Rivers kind of guy, right? Like when Doc comes in the room, it's like you're going to have respect for him because he's older, he's more established. You know, like JJ, he's still too young, I feel like. I mean, he's only probably, he's probably the same age as LeBron, right? How old is JJ?
Right. Probably. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, he's 41.
he
He's the same. JJ's 41. He's the same age as LeBron. LeBron commands more respect than JJ Redick. At this point, we might as well just let LeBron coach.
On God. You're right, Reggie. You're right. You're 100% right. You're not wrong.
So Ty,
I mean,
Ty, get
what's
this,
up?
Ty. Before you go, let me show you this. So this is
Talk to me.
JJ. This is JJ Redick's, folks. This is JJ Redick's last season, with the Dallas Mavericks in 2021. The dude averaged 4 points a game with the Dallas Mavericks. So the last time JJ Redick was in the NBA, he played for the Dallas Mavericks with Luka, and he averaged 4 points a game. So you think Luka, who was probably all NBA that year, you think Luka's gonna listen to JJ Redick, who was averaging 4 points when he was on Luka's team? Like, come on, man. Nobody's listening to you, gang. Respectfully, you're a bum.
You're not wrong. I mean, I personally got mad at JJ today when he let Luka play as much as he did in that first quarter. 4 turnovers within the first 4 minutes of the game.
Bro,
it's bad basketball.
He's so fat at this point. Like I said, he can't even get by anybody anymore. Like, usually a point guard is supposed to be able to attack your defense, get into the lane, you know. Luka can't even, without a pick and roll, Luka can't really even get by defenders at this point. It's embarrassing. Just watching him is embarrassing. We got Nahar. He said this whole psycho persona he has is so fake. It's just a gimmick at this point. Exactly. Nobody believes it. I don't believe in his fake ass Pat Riley wannabe persona either. I don't believe it either. I think it's fake. But like I said, with Luka, the turnovers, bro, at the beginning of the game, it's just like, come on, bro. Like, I was just watching the game time, just like, God, this is just terrible, man.
It kills momentum. And you can't get a game started.
It's like, bro, pass the ball. Like, get the ball moving, bro. Like, you clearly don't got it. Pass it. It's okay. It's like we have to fail with him as like the number one guy. If you don't got it, bro, if you don't got it any particular game, what is so wrong with taking a step back and letting other players get into a rhythm or get more shots? Why do you always got to be the guy with the most shots? I doubt you, Ty. I doubt that there has been a single game he's played for the Lakers that he hasn't led the team in field goal attempts.
You're right.
And you're playing with the greatest scorer of all time.
I mean, LeBron made almost as many shots as he did with 4 less shots. He was 7 of 13 from the field. Luka was 9 from 17. Luka was 3 of 8 from 3. Bron was 1 of 3. Bron's doing everything he's doing in less shots.
Exactly. So basically, LeBron is more efficient, so he should be getting more of the shots. This is like I said, bro, this is worse than Russ at this point, man. Because, okay, I remember when Russ was here, right? The biggest complaint people had about Russ was the money that he was making. That was their biggest complaint. They were like, oh, he's making $47 million and he's playing like this, right? That was their biggest complaint. My thing is, Luka's making more than $47 million, and the result is basically the same as it was with Russ. You're not going to win. So what's really the difference here?
I mean,
Tell
from
me,
my
Ty,
perspective,
what's the difference, bro? What's the difference?
there is no difference, but I'll give you the Lakers media difference. For them, it's because they look at the fake accolades Luka has and his age, and he's the what? Complexion for protection, right? So if we comply all those things together, they're pushing it to the side, but there is no difference. To be honest, Russ was actually better than what Luka was when in his tenure, because at least Russ gave effort on both sides. It wasn't, oh, Russ ain't show up today. Russ was there every game. He was hustling. He was playing both sides of the floor. He wasn't as great offensively, I guess you can say, but he
Yeah.
was playing both sides. I would take Russ personally.
At this point, yeah. You would, because the thing that I can't say that I do appreciate about Russ, and this has been like what everybody's appreciated about Russ, is that you never feel like he's cheating you. You always felt like with Russ, he was giving it his all. And sometimes he would do that to a fault, and he would have some boneheaded plays, and he would just, it would look bad. He would look like a clown. But, I mean, watching Luka basically does the same thing, but you don't get the same feel. You don't feel like he's leaving it all out there.
All right.
On both sides. And the thing I'll say about Russ, too, Russ was more of a willing passer. Russ wants to see other guys succeed. Luka, complete opposite. Luka don't want to see nobody else on this team succeed. I'm talking about Rui's in a contract year. And Rui is, his value is dropping by the day playing next to Luka. Reeves, the same thing. LeBron, he's killing LeBron. Do you see LeBron's body language out there? Does LeBron look happy to you?
He's tired, bro. He's ready to go. He's tired. It's bad basketball. It's malpractice. Rui was 0 for 6 today. 0 for 3 from the field. 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. I'm sorry. Rui's turned into just a big catch and shoot player. I think Vandal should start over Rui from now on, because we need somebody to play defense and give rebounds. DeAndre Ayton 2 rebounds. Luka led us in rebounds tonight. Like, it's just it's not gonna work. At the end of the day, any variation of this lineup, Luka is still gonna find a way to mess it up. So I don't even care at this point. I think you can't have a winning lineup with Luka as the number one. He can't be your number one.
And then Ty, remember the last game when we brought Reeves off the bench?
Yep.
So today, I'm like, okay, I'm checking the lineups to see, are we going to bring his ass off the bench again? And they put him back in the starting lineup.
This was the worst game to do it, too. He was guarding like a 6'8" power forward / shooting guard. It was
one of the best rebounding teams. They're super uber athletic. So yeah, this lineup. But see, my thing is, at least Darvin at least had the balls to switch things up.
Right.
2 years ago, when Reeves was playing bad, Darvin benched him, and then he benched D'Angelo Russell. He benched them both. How long is JJ Redick? Because we just heard it. We just played the interview. He's like, oh, yeah, guys aren't doing what I'm asking them to do. So at what point are you going to shuffle up the lineup? Or are you going to continue to do the same stupid stuff every game? Like, there's no way he can. There's no way you think that this lineup with Reeves, Luka, and LeBron and Rui and DeAndre Ayton, there's no way you think this is a good line. Come on, man. We turn. Ty, I couldn't even get a drink and sit down. We're already down 10. I'm like, I look at the score. I'm like, bro, what? I just turned the game on. We're down 15.
It's bad.
To me, like I said, bro, I just don't understand. Like, you're not coaching your best player, which is Luka.
Right.
You're not making any changes within the starting lineup. At this point, like you said, if you want to bench Rui, I mean, I wouldn't even care at this point. I think Reeves and Rui should be the first two to get nominated for a change, in terms of the starting lineup. It should be Reeves and Rui. To me, I would put in Smart so that way we can have some sort of defense on the perimeter, and then put Vando at the 4 so we can have some rebounding, because he's a very good rebounder. I think he had 5 rebounds tonight.
He did.
He tied with Luka for the most rebounds tonight.
And he had the same amount of threes as Luka tonight too. 3 or 4 from 3. Luka was 3 or 8. He shot better from 3, to be honest.
Yeah, that corner 3 is his sweet spot.
He's getting better with it. He's getting better.
That corner 3 is his sweet spot. So yeah, I like I said, to me, there's no balance in your lineup. It's like this dude is he's just a goofy to me, man. Like, do you think everybody's role is to score 20 points? Is that what he thinks?
I think JJ finds this sounds crazy. I think JJ sees himself in Luka and in particular Austin Reeves. So when he looks at Austin Reeves, he's like, I used to be Austin Reeves. So he's trying to elevate Austin's game, but it's not working. Because again, tonight, Austin Reeves, no free throw attempts in the 15 minutes he played. Luka only had 7 free throw attempts, and we see the scoring. We always talk about this. When Luka's under 10 free throws, we don't win. He can't get over 30. He can barely get 20. So I think JJ's trying to force this narrative on us, but I can't understand JJ's logic. I think JJ might be insane. I don't understand him at all. I've been sitting thinking about this all night. I had all the stats up, bro. It's just bad basketball, man. Bad coaching. It's bad.
And honestly, we're bad, but we're not this bad. Like you saw it when Vando came in. Like you can see, like, okay, like even though we're ass, like we're not. Let me pull out the ass chart. Give me 1 second. This is actually a good time to go to the ass chart. Where's my ass chart? Okay, yeah, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know, I created the ass chart because NBA fans, particularly Laker fans, they were very confused when I would call Austin Reeves ass, right? So they didn't understand what I meant. So I had to like break it down, and I basically came up with like 5 different levels of ass, right? So there's the 5 different levels. You have level 5, which is butt. Level 4, you have buns. Level 3 is booty. Level 2 is cheeks. And then level 1 is the highest level of ass you can possibly be. And that's FBA. That's full-blown ass, right? That's like Bronny James, Dalton Connect, right? Like, who else is full-blown ass?
Maxi
Kleber, right? Those are like the guys that are just FBA, full-blown ass. But in the context of the Lakers, right now, obviously, we're FBA. We're full-blown ass. But I think we could be cheeks. I do. I think if you put Vando in the starting lineup, right? You put Marcus Smart in the starting lineup, and there's a little bit more balance in your starting lineup, I think we would be a little bit better. But see, my thing is I don't believe JJ really knows how to coach when he doesn't. This is another thing too, Ty. This is what I believe too, what he's doing. I believe he wants to put all his offense on the floor at the same time, because if he has to start mixing and matching like some offensive guys with some defensive guys, he doesn't really know how to coach that.
He doesn't run a lot of plays. It's a lot of Luka ISO ball and pick and roll, and that's kind of how the offense is generated. And I think adding Marcus Smart and Vando would cause him to have more sets, and it can just be Luka ball. And I think that would expose that, okay, he's not necessarily the play style, play calling type of coach. I think you're right. You're 100% right. I think you're right.
We got Nahar. What's going on, man? What you got?
Yo, what's good, guys? Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, like, dude, like, I was just like watching the game today, and it was just like, I just hate how like the way they just run their sets and everything. Like, it just feels like they don't run any type of offense whatsoever. It's like Luka's just like dribbling near the half court line for like 15 seconds, and he's waiting for a DeAndre Ayton screen. It just feels so unsustainable and unwatchable. Like when I watch different like teams and how they run their sets, like I just hate it. Like
The thing with Luka, and I was actually thinking about this earlier today. The thing with Luka is that if you try to play with him off the ball, which we rarely ever see, he's basically useless off ball. And then when he's on ball, it's like he just sucks the air out of the entire team, and then everybody else basically becomes useless. So it's like he's the common denominator of the Lakers' problems. You can't win with that. You know, I was thinking about Kobe, and I'm like, the way Kobe played, the way Jordan, LeBron, and these guys, you have to be able to play off ball if you want to win. You can't be the guy on every possession trying to facilitate the offense. I just watched the Nuggets game. Sometimes, yes, a lot of the time it is Nikola Jokic that is doing it, but then it'll be Jamal Murray. And you'll see Nikola Jokic off the ball, and then they'll be doing their pick and roll and blah, blah, blah. With Luka, it's like, bro, we can't even play you like the Nuggets play Nikola Jokic. We can't just have him post up at the top of the free throw line and just let him work. We can't do that with him. He's always like outside of the 3-point line, trying to get a pick and roll. And then what's going to happen is they're going to double you, right? And then you're going to throw it to Rui, and he's going to brick it. That's basically our offense.
it just feels like when Luka's like has the ball and like the shot clock's run, that's the only time he's gonna pass, when the shot clock's running down and he has to throw. It's like a grenade. He's pretty much throwing. It's like, hey Rui, hey LeBron, like bail me out from the three or whatever.
And that's why I don't be that's why I'm not as hard on Rui as other people might be, because I understand what it is to play with somebody like Luka. It's like, how can you even expect Rui to be in a rhythm and he's getting the ball with 2-3 seconds on the shot clock and you expect him to make the shot? That's not even fair. That's not fair to him. So
the funny thing is, like, I see like a lot of like Lakers fans like try to tell LeBron like, oh, LeBron has to sacrifice playing off the ball, right? Like LeBron has to be a screener, LeBron has to be a catch and shoot guy, but we don't ask Luka to do that.
You said what?
Like, but we never ask Luka to be any of those things. We never ask Luka to set screens. We never ask Luka to be a catch and shoot guy.
That goes back to what I just said, because off ball he's useless. That's why I say Luka is a black hole. He really is. Like, because once again, off ball he's useless, and on ball everybody else around him becomes useless because he's so ball dominant and his usage is so high. So
there was like oh sorry, yeah, you can go.
Go ahead.
There was like even like just like his shot selection too, like it's just like so maddening. Like there was one moment in the game, like I really remember, we were down by 4. We actually cut the lead to 4 in the second quarter, and we were pushing the ball in transition, and this guy Luka decides to take like a step back 3 when we have numbers. I'm like, why do you have to take that shot? Like, we could just, push it for a fast break layup. Like, we have numbers, we can get a better shot. But why do you have to take like a step back 3? Like, why do you always go like big play hunting in like those kind of situations? It just feels like he doesn't have any like game situational awareness.
He doesn't, bro. And you want to know, I knew this game was over with once we got down probably by like 10, 15 points. Because I was thinking about this today. I'm like, I don't think we've had a big comeback at all this season.
I feel like in past years we used to have those kind of.
We did. Remember that one Clipper game where LeBron scored like 19 of our final points or something like that a couple years ago in the fourth quarter with Luka?
Yeah, I remember. I was actually there that game. That was a spiritual experience watching Bron do that. Like,
right. That's what I'm saying though. Like with Luka, like you said, where's his IQ? People
It's
people think
non-existent.
people think his IQ is high because he gets doubled and he throws it to an open man. That's not all of what basketball entails. Like you said, where's your situational awareness? I don't know what our biggest comeback is this year, but I don't believe it's that many points, honestly. Once you get us down, it's over because this team they don't Luka, he doesn't play smart basketball.
Reggie,
So
check this out, man. The last 10 games, Luka's been shooting 27.5% from the 3-point line. 27.5. That is Steven Adams level 3-point shooting, bro. That is atrocious.
That's
Atrocious. He
Russ
has
numbers.
88
that's
turnovers this
Bronny.
season.
We're talking
He's got
Bronny
80,
James, yeah.
he's got 88 turnovers this season. 88. He's on track to literally break the turnover all-time season record if he keeps this up. It's insane. It's insane.
He said he's on pace to have the most turnovers in a single season in NBA history.
This is
insane.
like, remember when James Harden was on the Rockets and he used to get all them turnovers? He used to have the triple-double turnover games. I mean, the last game against the Suns he played, that 35-11 where Bron bailed us out, he had 9 turnovers. He almost had a triple-double with turnovers, man.
Bro, like I
It's
said,
bad.
like I said on the show that we did earlier, bro. At this point, this will be my strategy. Fire Rob Pelinka, hire Nico Harrison, and trade Luka again.
You're a genius. That's genius.
Yeah, that's what I think the Lakers should do.
You can't
Pelinka should have been fired like 4 years ago.
Hire Nico, trade Luka again. This is not going to work. And I think everybody that uttered the words fire Nico, you guys owe Nico Harrison an apology. You do.
Do you know the crazy part is, like, I hear like Lakers fans talk about, oh, like we got Luka, we got the next 10 years. But then you see like teams like the Spurs and like the OKC and then, T-Wolves and Denver, like those guys are going to keep probably dominating the West for like the next 4 to 5 years. And then now 4 to 5 years later, he's going to be like 30 years old. Like, what are you going to say? Like, oh, we have Luka for the next 5 years? Like, it just doesn't make sense.
All those guys are young. All those guys are younger than Luka too. Ant's younger than
Ant's like 23.
Yeah, Ant's younger than Luka. Wemby's younger than Luka. And you just mentioned the Western Conference teams. You didn't even mention the Eastern Conference teams. Because those guys
the
ain't
Knicks
going.
are on the rise. The Celtics are still there. Like,
yeah, those guys aren't. The Cade Cunningham, he's not going anywhere. He'll be here for a while. So it's like, yeah, for the next 10 years, you're going to be a first round exit, pretty much. Luka's good enough. Listen, Luka's good enough to probably get you in the play-in tournament. And then you'll more than likely lose in the play-in tournament. But if you do make the playoffs, you're going to get beat in the first round. And it'll be basically it'll be heliocentric hero ball that he'll play. Everybody else will basically just be standing around and you won't get very far. And once again, that's completely different from LeBron James too, by the way. LeBron James was able to elevate teams. Luka is he's not able to elevate teams in the same way. He's just not.
I mean,
like LeBron got guys like Mozgov and Tristan Thompson paid. Like, that's what's called like elevating your teammates right there.
LeBron went to the finals with Rodney Hood and Jordan Clarkson. He went to the finals with Rodney Hood, Larry Nance Jr., Jordan Clarkson, Tristan Thompson, right? Like JR, Awash Kevin Love. He went to the finals with that. Luka, if Luka was actually on LeBron level, like I said, the team isn't perfect, but you're not going to sit up here and tell me you can't utilize the pieces on the team and play better than this. This is unacceptable to me. When we saw LeBron, like I said, with Jordan Clarkson and Larry Nance Jr. do more than what Luka is doing. I'm not saying I expect Luka to go win the championship with this roster. I'm saying I expect you to play better and be better than this. This is unacceptable.
And I think right now, like we were just talking about his offense, it's like the defense, like this, despite like apparently like losing all that weight or whatever, like his defense is still the same as last year. So like, what was the point of losing all that weight if you're still gonna be like this atrocious of a defender? Like literally, like other guys have to like overhelp and like rotate like from their man to like help Luka out, and then during that process, like other guys get wide open because Luka's such a defensive liability as well.
He's a black hole. You can't win with him because once again, offensively, he doesn't play off ball, so he's basically useless without the basketball. And then on ball, everybody else becomes useless playing around him. Then defensively, it's the same thing. He can't guard anybody, so now everybody's got to come and help to cover for him, which is going to leave people open on the backside. This is why we kept getting beat by Denver. Because Jamal Murray and Aaron Gordon, Bruce Brown, they would get by D'Lo, they would get by Reeves, AD would come up, and then Aaron Gordon would be running baseline, and all Nikola Jokic would be doing is just throwing it to him, and he'd dunk it. Let me give me 1 second, fellas. Let me play this Luka interview.
He was over here. Sorry. We talked to JJ a little while ago, and he was pretty blunt with us and said something along the lines of like, "We don't care enough right now." Do you agree with sort of that assessment of the way the team has been playing? Do you think it's a care and effort issue? And if so, what has to change?
I don't know what has to change, but definitely something needs to change. I think we've blown out the last 3 games. You know, it definitely looks like terrible, but we got to figure out. That's the thing we have. That's what we just got to talk about it. Everybody got to talk about it. I know Jesus says it's going to be uncomfortable, so as it should be.
In most teams, like if they're going to become good or even great, they got to go through uncomfortable moments and grow from them. Do you feel like this group just kind of hasn't had this moment yet because it's still relatively new, and you know this is something that any team kind of has to go to, and you want to see how it responds to it?
I mean, we're definitely going through it right now, I would think. So it's not necessary to have it, but obviously you got to go through bad to become great. So I think we're definitely going through right now, so we got to figure it out.
Luka, how can this team become better on defense and at rebounding the basketball?
I don't know. Like I said, you know, we need to talk about it. Probably going to be uncomfortable, but everybody got to give better effort, starting with me.
Luka, how is this stretch? Because it's not just the 3 straight losses. You guys, I think, are 4-6 in December. How has this stretch challenged you as a leader, and where is your comfort level with this group in terms of challenging teammates to be better?
I think we just got to challenge everybody. Everybody got to challenge first each other and then teammates. There's no way we should be playing like this, so we just got to be better than that.
Luka, primero quiero preguntarte cómo evalúas la comunicación.
Man, I hate when they do that shit, man. Everybody up here speaking in English, and here you come trying to speak fucking Spanish, man. Come on with that goofy shit, man.
En el día de Navidad.
La comunicación, bueno, tiene que ser muy alta, sobre todo ahora. Tenemos que hablar más de lo que está pasando. Y bueno, intento siempre firmar fotógrafos. La gente que veo siempre intento firmar. Porque para a ver a mí, a los Lakers, así que siempre intento darles los fotógrafos.
I hesitate to ask this because I'm not sure how long Austin is going to be out, but when you and Austin and LeBron are on the floor together defensively, what are y'all looking to do to have your team be at their best on that end of the floor?
I mean, Like just all five now on the floor needs to be locked in. It's not gonna take one guy or two guys or three guys. It's gonna take all five to be great.
Luka, we don't know, like Law mentioned, the extent of Austin's calf injury, but this will be, 2 times now here in a short amount of time. As his teammate, as his friend, what's the message to him in terms of just the type of caution that players need to proceed with these kinds of issues? And I guess, did you have a chance to talk to him, and what was his mood like?
Yeah, I talked to him. So he just said he don't know. He'll have an MRI, I think tomorrow or past that. Just hopefully, I just said if he needs something to help with, I know what it is to go through a calf injury. It's not fun at all. But just be there to support him. Take your time. Calves are dangerous, so take your time.
And I don't know. I think I told him. I said, just take your time because I noticed like to, kind of deal with calf injuries and it's not fun. And he said everything will be fine. He get an MRI tomorrow, so I just told him take his time and whenever he wants to play again, I will be here.
Shut your bitch ass up.
Yeah, man. I'm at this point. Fellas. Luka's just here for his check, man. That's it. He's just here for his check.
I mean, believe it or not, according to stats, I'm a blow y'all away with this. This is probably Luka's highest scoring season, but also his second highest in turnovers. With Austin Reeves, this is his highest turnover season with 3.3 turnovers this year. That's his average with 73 turnovers this season. So we're watching Luka have one of his highest scoring years. He's fourth in assists with the 8.8, but our team doesn't match his performance. Luka is here to get on the 2K cover. I'm not going to lie. Luka and Austin Reeves are trying to get on the 2K cover next year. So all they got to do is score. If they score, get their little free throws, that's all they care about. They're not here to win. Clearly, they're not here to win. I don't know how many calf injuries one can have in a season. I mean, this is the second calf injury Austin Reeves has had. Why are we playing him? If he's this hurt and his calves are that sensitive, he should be sitting. Why didn't Marcus Smart start? Because he's not really injured, bro. He's not injured. JJ Redick did. He said he didn't even know what was going on. He got told Austin Reeves wasn't playing no more. So the coach doesn't know what's going on. The coach is playing him like he's fine. He gets exposed. He gets his booty clapped. Now he got to sit down for the rest of the game. It's ridiculous, man. They're stealing money. This is fraud, bro. We need to reinvestigate the league, and Austin Reeves and Luka should be the number one suspects on the investigation. Dead serious.
Yeah, it's trade season now, so now Reeves wants to fake. Like I said, this is all a play from him and his agent. Now it's trade season, so now he conveniently is getting hurt now. He's trying. Basically, what he's trying to do is make it to where you can't really trade him, because who wants to trade for a guy that's injured, right?
Right.
So they're trying to make it to where.
Value.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to make it to where the Lakers basically don't trade him, and that way he can, be here for the stretch run in the playoffs. That's what this is, man. Ain't nothing wrong with Austin Reeves, man. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
It's malpractice, bro. I'm telling you, it's bad, bro.
He's a clown, man. But once
Who do
again,
we play
I saw.
next?
You want to know what I did see though, fellas? I did see him complaining to the referees. And I noticed he exited the game with no free throws. What'd I say? They cracking down.
I remember that exactly. He Kevin Durant, I think stripped the ball from him, and he was yelling foul, foul.
They're cracking down. They're cracking down on those free throws, bro. They're cracking down, bro. You're not just gonna come in every night and just get a guaranteed 15 free throws anymore. So, yeah, now that he's like, I'm even noticing. I kind of noticed it in the Rockets game today. Like, he was kind of hesitant to drive. You know, like before when he knew he was gonna get those free throws, like he was driving, and you know, same thing with Luka. They're not driving the same anymore. Hold on, let me see how many free throws Luka got tonight.
I believe 7, Reggie.
See, they
Less
said
than his average.
They said the blueprint is to keep him under 10.
I told you.
You said what's his average?
I think it's less than his average. Like I think he averages like 12 per game.
Yo, Nahar, call back, bro. Your call's acting up, bro. Yeah, his average is 12 a game, and he only got 7 today, folks. I told y'all they're cracking down, bro. Adam Silver. This is where I got to give credit to the NBA and the referees, because they heard our complaints and our gripes, and they're cracking down. They're cracking down. So yeah, Luka today only 7 free throws, and you see his scoring was down, only 25 points. He didn't get the 38, the 39, the 40. You know,
it's nasty, bro. It's nasty work, man.
Austin Reeves 0 free throws. Simple as that.
If we take away the free throws from Luka, I think he only averages maybe 24, 22.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't move.
And there's plenty of players that average that. That's not even really elite if you're doing 22, 24. That's not really elite. You're not like in the top tier of like the scorers, because most of the scorers that, nowadays they're averaging more than that.
I mean, 24, you're around Pascal Siakam level, man, with 24 points per game. You up there with Norman Powell and them, man. You fighting for your spot out there, bro. That's nasty
Pascal
work.
Siakam. That's funny.
Yeah. It's a shame, bro, because Luka leads the league in scoring right now. With the 34.1, he has the highest points per game, but how come he has the highest points per game, but we can't even hit 100 points?
Right.
He also has the highest number of field goal attempts per game too, so that also plays a factor. Highest field goal attempts, a highest number of free throws. So that's why, like, when he like shot chucks and ball hogs, it kind of takes like the rhythm out of everybody else. That's why, like, sometimes like our points seem to be lower than other teams.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, him and Steph have the highest 3-point attempts. He's averaging 10.6 3-point attempts with 3.4 made, ladies and gentlemen. So that's just horrible.
We got Connor in the chat. LOL. Connor says AR is not locked into a contract right now, so they're not going to trade him. Nobody going to take him. He could just leave in the summer. You sound like you're subscribed to Lakers Nation. Okay, is it Trevor Lane? Is that you, dude? Is that Trevor Lane hiding behind a fake account? Listen, dude, come on, man, stop it, bro. Guys get traded all the time that are on Rui Hachimura right now is on an expiring deal. He's going to be an unrestricted free agent this summer. So you're telling me that no team would trade for him because he could walk in the summer? Like, stop it. Y'all are running with narratives to make Austin Reeves to make sure Austin Reeves doesn't get traded. That's a bullshit narrative from the mayonnaise media that they've concocted. That's bullshit.
Can I say something too about like Reeves? Like, I've never seen like a role player in my life. Like, I've been watching basketball since like 2006. I've never seen a role player like him, like where a fan base is so like in love with him for like no reason. Like, they just like him so much. Like, him particularly, out of like a lot of role players I've watched over the years. Like, they just seem, I don't know why or what it is. Like, they put him in like untouchable trade talks. They say like, we can't trade him for this person or that person. It's like they're emotionally attached to this guy. I'm like, we just traded Anthony Davis. Like, we can trade anybody, so.
We got Connor. Connor says, yes, but he could leave is all I'm saying. I would like to see him go. Bro, once again, if you're a Lakers fan and you want to see the Lakers improve, why would you care about if he got traded and he could potentially leave that team? Who cares about that? Let's say we trade him to Brooklyn and he leaves Brooklyn over the summer to go to Charlotte. You think we're going to give a fuck? Who cares? Like, this is a business. Guys trade for expiring contracts all the time. Like, stop. That's just that's a Laker media narrative that y'all have been trying to push. Oh, nobody's going to give you a real asset for Reeves. What do y'all think because that's really what y'all are saying. Y'all are basically saying other teams are not going to give you anybody for him because he's on an expiring deal. My response to that would be, what do you think you could get for Austin Reeves? Nahar, let me ask you, what could we get for Austin Reeves right now?
Honestly, I don't even know like if we could get like maybe like a bench player. Maybe that's like the best I can give. But no high quality like player. Like you wouldn't get like a Herb Jones. You wouldn't get like a Trey Murphy. You might probably get like an end of the bench player type guy if I'm being nice about it.
Right.
That's what I would say.
But in Laker fanboys' minds, they think he's on like all-star level. So they're like, well, we want another all-star. Nobody is trading you an all-star caliber player unless it's like a team like Sac where they got guys like DeMar and Zach LaVine who are older all-stars, right? Maybe you could fetch a fringe level all-star player on that level, but you're not going to get a young budding, promising future all-star potential type of a player for Austin Reeves. So I think y'all need to readjust what y'all think he's actually worth, and then maybe you'll start being more realistic about his trade value. Because all summer, all we heard was, oh, we value Austin and we're not going to trade him unless it's for a superstar. Well, what kind of sense does that make? What superstar do you think you're going to get where they're going to be like, oh yeah, we'll take Austin Reeves for our superstar? This is the delusion of Laker fans.
They just think they're getting everybody. Like at the end of the day, like, oh, we're not going to give up AR unless it's for like Giannis or Jokic. Like, why would those teams want Reeves? Like, they're giving up like a perennial, like they're giving up like their generational superstar, and you think they want to be stuck with the Reeves?
And
Like,
not
it just
only
doesn't
that,
make sense.
not only that, right? Let's just say you're the Bucks and Giannis wants to go, right? Why the hell would you trade him to the Lakers for fucking a package around Austin Reeves or whatever, when there's going to be 29 other teams that probably have better assets and better players, younger players, better pieces? It doesn't make sense. Why would I give you Reeves why would I give you Giannis when I could fucking probably send him to OKC for 20 picks? And Chet Holmgren or something. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, other teams have draft picks. They have better, younger rising stars. Like, I don't think the Orlando Magic would even give up like Franz Wagner for Austin Reeves.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
Hell no. I wouldn't give up Mo. I wouldn't give up his brother. I wouldn't give up Mo Wagner for Austin Reeves. Hell no. Hell no. Because we Mo used to be on the team. We had Mo like 4 or 5 years ago. Mo was here, but we drafted Mo. But we traded him.
Hell no. I think the only way Austin Reeves gets traded, and I use the trade machine when I pull up trade talks, because I'm not going to talk about something. You can't trade Austin Reeves without trading other players. It's not possible, because if you trade Austin Reeves, right? Let's say you trade Austin Reeves, you're not going to get a player that's that good. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get somebody that's coming off somebody's bench. Now, if you package Austin Reeves with, let's say, a Rui Hachimura, a Maxi Kleber, and a Gabe Vincent, okay, now you're talking. But Austin Reeves by himself, there has to be assets attached to him because of, one, the risk of him leaving next season. They're going to want to pick. They're going to want to pick swap, or they're going to want multiple players with Austin Reeves. You can't trade Austin Reeves flat out.
But Ty, not to cut you off, but also too,
go ahead.
Look at what he's making. What he's making, because the trade has to match up from a salary perspective. So people like, oh, we're not going to just trade him for anybody. Bro, he's a $14 million player right now. What do you think you're going to go get for with a $14 million salary? Maxi Kleber's making like $11 million. Vando's
Right.
making $10 million a season. You're going to get a player on that level. You're going to get a player on that level, like a fringe role player at best. You're not going to upgrade from Austin Reeves.
I mean, Austin Reeves is making 13 million. He's making almost 14. So realistically, the only team that probably would make a trade with us is honestly the Brooklyn Nets, because they have so many young players
Cam
that
Thomas.
we could probably do a Cam Thomas, Terrence Mann, Nick Claxton, but we're gonna trade like Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, Max Kleber, Dalton, and probably Jackson Hayes. We can do that. Trade works. That, believe it or not, those 5 players for those 3 works. The only way we get a trade is if it's a multi, like our 4 players for their 3 or their 4 for our 3. It can't. We don't have any player that individually pulls enough draw for a trade. Maybe Rui, but like, who are we gonna trade Rui for? Like, I don't know. That's my question.
Most like good players, good to elite players, their starting salary is probably like 30 million. Like,
right.
That's like CJ McCollum, Jalen Johnson. Those are like your starting caliber players. Reeves isn't even that in reality. He's not a starting player. We're forcing him to be a starter, but his contract really says he's a bench player. But now Laker fans are like, well, if we trade him, we only want a superstar. It's like, bro, y'all are fucking delusional.
It's crazy work,
y'all
bro.
are delusional.
Like, it's crazy.
You think you're gonna trade Austin Reeves for a superstar? You'd be lucky, like you said, you'd be lucky to get Terrence Mann and Cam Johnson or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, you'd be lucky if they pulled the trigger on that. If Brooklyn said, okay, we'll do the deal, you'd be lucky. But outside of that, bro, come on, man, stop it. Cam Thomas, for example, right? Brooklyn over the summer, they didn't even want to give him a big contract. He signed like a qualifying offer for like $6 million for a year or something like that. That's where, like, that's Reeves' range, dude.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's just ridiculous. I do got to get up out of here soon, though, fellas. Y'all boys got any final thoughts, man? Good call. Appreciate y'all.
Nah, man. Good call, Reggie, man. Ain't too much else to say, my boy.
All right, Ty. Appreciate you. Nahar, you got any final thoughts, bro?
Yeah, just final thoughts. Like, I mean, this team is cooked. Like, they don't play any defense whatsoever. And I don't know, like, change got to start at the top. Rob's got to be fired. And then I think maybe there might be some hope. So, yeah, that's all I got.
All right, bro. Good call, man. Appreciate you, man.
All right, you too, man. Good night, man.
All right, bro. You too. Yeah, man. KJ, nobody's trading you a Thompson twin for Aston Reeves, bro. And Jaden Ivey. Like, come on, man. Jaden Ivey and, Azar Thompson. Come on, man. Detroit would laugh at you. Detroit would laugh at Rob Pelinka if he tried to trade Austin Reeves for Jaden Ivey and one of the Thompson twins. Nigga, they gonna hang up the phone on you. It's only in Laker land, folks, where why does this nigga keep coming up to my Ticket TV? What are you talking about, dude?
Man, fuck Ticket, man. Stop mentioning that nigga name. Fuck Ticket. He's a bitch too. That's the same nigga I had his back too. Fuck Ticket. Fuck Ticket and everything he stand for. Fuck him and his family. Yeah. Fuck him too. Stop mentioning that nigga name, bro. Go tell him I said that. Fuck Ticket, nigga.
Chat, who is this tool? Who is this tool in the chat with his shirt off? Who is this tool in the chat talking about Ticket TV? Fuck Ticket, nigga.
Man, fuck Ticket, man. Stop mentioning that nigga name. Fuck Ticket. He's a bitch too. That's the same nigga I had his back too. Fuck Ticket. Fuck Ticket and everything he stand for. Fuck him and his family. Yeah. Fuck him too. Stop mentioning that nigga name, bro. Go tell him I said that. Fuck Ticket, nigga.
This clown on YouTube with his goddamn shirt off. That's probably Ticket on his backup page. Like I said, Ticket, nigga, get out of here, dude. We don't want to hear that bullshit. Nigga come over trying to promote Ticket channel. Nigga, fuck Ticket. He's a bitch too. So yeah, man. Shout out to Nahar and Ty for the insight, folks. That's really all I got, man. JJ Redick is a bum. He's blaming everybody else. He's a clown. Luke and Reeves are frauds. Now they're getting injured and all this not. It's just these guys are clowns, man. Luka barely speaks English. Reeves is a honky from the sticks in Arkansas. He's just a clown, man. It's just nasty. This whole team is just nasty, man. It's just nasty. It's just nasty. I don't even know what else to say. So like I said, that's all I got, folks. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Shout out to GD. Always supporting the show. And shout out to Jordan C, man. Appreciate y'all, boys, for the super chats. But that's really all I got, folks. Y'all do me a favor, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, time out real quick before we get up out of here. We got 200 plus in the building and only 84 likes on the video. Come on, folks. It's 3 a.m. East Coast time. If you're in here right now, do me a favor and drop a like on the video. That's insane. I wouldn't do you guys like that. Real talk. I wouldn't do you guys like that. And I get it. You know, you click on a live. You just want to hop in the chat or read what everybody's saying. So you don't drop a like on the video. I get it. But come on, man. Everybody do me a favor and drop a like on the video. We got Alan. You said give me Matherin and Toppin for AR and Rui. Once again, Matherin and Toppin are an upgrade. If you're Indiana, right? If you trade Matherin and Toppin for AR and Rui, you're downgrading. Why would they downgrade their team to benefit the Lakers? It doesn't make any sense. Y'all want to upgrade from garbage. You don't upgrade trash. You throw it out. You listen, when it's trash day, right? I don't go take my trash and go knock on my neighbor's door and say, "Hey, do you want my trash?" Nobody has ever done that. Nobody goes and takes out their garbage and then says, "Hey, neighbor, hey, you want my garbage?" Nobody wants your trash. Like, we got to get serious at a certain point, man. This is what Trevor Lane and these clowns don't get. They talking about we got to make trades. Don't nobody want you niggas trash? Lakers Nation, it's Trevor Lane, and today I'm here to discuss a bullshit trade for Keon Ellis. Hey, bro, if you don't get the fuck on, bro. Keon Ellis, nigga, that's the best you came up with? Keon Ellis. So Keon Ellis is going to make us, Keon Ellis is going to come over here and we going to all of a sudden be able to compete with the Spurs and the Rockets and the Nuggets and all these other teams. It's going to be Keon Ellis, right? But if you don't get your ass on. Hey, Lakers Nation, it's Trevor Lane, and I'm back with another video.
Shut your bitch ass up!
The fuck out of here, man. Shout out to the Tethernator with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, man.
Hey, I fuck with your boy. Fuck with your boy.
LeBron fans.
Appreciate you, man. Folks, like I said, these people have lost their fucking minds, man. Laker fans are just all they know are superstar players. That's it. He said Jalen Johnson is exactly who the Lakers need to. Yeah, once again, you're not getting Jalen Johnson. You can forget about that. The Hawks are not giving up Jalen Johnson. They're not doing that. This clown says Austin has some solid trade value. Get the fuck out of here. You got no fucking trade value, dude. Everybody in the world sees him get cooked every single game. And you talking about he's got some solid trade value. For what? Some solid what? Second round picks? Yeah, that's your solid trade value, right? Some solid second round picks, maybe, if that. You got no solid trade. What the fuck does that even mean? He's got some solid trade value. You're a solid clown is what you are. That's what you are. You're a solid clown. He's got some solid trade value. Yeah, in your head he does.
Hey, I fuck with your boy.
Only in your delusional Laker fanboy mind does Austin have solid trade value. You stupid fuck. Got no solid trade value. Boy, you stupid fool. King J, what these niggas in this chat talking about, man? These niggas is fools, man. Just a bunch of stupid fools. They go to all the mayonnaise media, and they get, you know, indoctrinated by all that dumb shit. And then they want to come over here and regurgitate it, and they think that they sound smart when they saying this stuff. Man, y'all sound like fools, man. The Lakers are the biggest stage in the NBA. The whole world is watching this nigga get cooked. And niggas is talking about he got solid trade value. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. You tell me who would get better by trading for Reeves? Who would get better? What team would realistically get better by trading for Reeves? Maybe the Wizards, maybe? I don't know. Maybe instead of winning, 10 games a season, the Wizards can win 12 games with Reeves. I don't know. Maybe if he goes to Charlotte, right? Charlotte's on pace to win, 25 games this season. Maybe if they get Reeves next year, they win 28 games. I don't know. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. What team would get better trading for Reeves? Every team that trades for this fraud would get worse. That would be a negative asset if you acquired Reeves to your team. The boy is a bum. He's been gassed up by Laker fanboys who've never played basketball. All of these Laker media fanboys, they're all bums. They're all bums. Hey, Lakers Nation, it's me, Trevor Lane, and I'm back with another video. Come on, man, this is who you guys get your Laker takes from. And then you guys wonder why the Lakers were the worst team to play basketball today. Y'all keep listening to fucking nerds, dude. When I was growing up, we laughed at nerds. The nerds got made fun of. Now in 2025, you clowns are listening to the nerds. You wanna know why? Because you're a fucking nerd. Only a nerd would listen to a nerd. Only a goofy would listen to a goofball. Y'all are clowns, man. And then you come over my channel and you're like, oh, this guy's a racist. He's a hater. No, you're just a fucking goofy. Go back to the goofies. Go back to the goofy section. I told you, I don't want all y'all niggas on my channel. Go over there. Go with the goofies. Go with the nerds. That's where y'all belong, man. You fucking four-eyed geeks. Like I said, we used to bully you little niggas back in school. We used to slap you niggas upside your head. Stuff you in lockers. Now we're listening to you for Laker takes. This is insane. I'm out, chat. I'm going to bed, man.
Please don't tell me that was you saying the 96 Sonics. This is what you gotta realize. It's very easy to out-debate locker room. It's not very challenging whatsoever. The fact that you let the locker room outwit you and out-debate you, it says a lot. We're not talking about a very high-level basketball mind, and you got outwitted by the locker room.
Ticket TV, he calls LeBron James fans jockstrap sniffers.
Girl, I wish I could save
So this is for you guys. If you're watching, shout out to all the LeBron James jockstrap sniffers. This is for you.
That girl took me for Spider-Man, Superman.
I went in the locker room trying to show him love. He dissed me. He threw shade at me. I'm like, what the fuck I do? You feel me? Like, if you played he played half the clip. His little minions over here trashing me and shit. I'm like, all right, whatever. Then he said I'm trying to class chase off him. Class chase off you? Nigga, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you?
Because he like to make my sound bite part of his show. I never seen nothing like this, where somebody that's a different blogger on a different stream takes your sound bite and DJs your shit. Like, he's like a fucking DJ.
Shut your bitch ass up!